And we're back. I think this is episode 12 at this point. I mean, we're so consistent, I don't even really know.
Well, we've been confusing in the past because we would do one episode and release it after another one, so the number of releases got all jumbled up.
Yeah.
But we just watched The Last of Us episode 5, TLOU, as I like to call it. TLOU.
What does that mean?
Episode 5. That's the initials.
Okay, nice.
TLOU.
Nice.
Yeah.
Taylor and Lou.
Yep. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about Taylor. Just was looking at the Lou part.
Yeah.
Shout out Tay. T-Lou. So this one had an early release on Friday. I didn't catch it until like just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
Yeah, released early for the Super B.
Which, I mean, I would have rather watched this show than the Super Bowl because this was a really good episode.
Yeah, it slapped. I actually texted my friends like 3/4 of the way through and said, wow, The Last of Us slapped this week. And my friend said, another tearjerker. And I go, oh, God. Because I hadn't finished.
Oh, yeah.
I texted him.
Shooketh.
Oh, my God. It was terrible. It was like one of the
I thought you were talking about 3/4 of the way through the show, but you were.
No, okay.
I thought you were talking about 3/4 of the way through the Super Bowl.
No.
You were trapped in traffic.
A couple hours ago, I texted my friends and said, The Last of Us slapped, but I had just gotten to where, like, the zombies attacked. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, this week slapped. And then they go, another tearjerker. And so you're like, oh, okay, here we go.
Who is it? And it was the worst one.
Yeah, it's one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
It was cool that they made him deaf. I don't know if that kid's deaf in real life or not. I hope he is, which is weird.
No appropriation. Well, I just don't want appropriation.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Give the deaf kids
if a kid's going to be deaf, I want him to get the role. Don't want kids to be deaf. But if there is a deaf kid, he should get the deaf kid role.
Definitely. He would play it the best.
Kind of like Bryan Cranston played a paraplegic in something.
Yeah, with like Kevin Hart, I think.
And people threw a fit.
Really?
Because they thought a paraplegic should have played it.
I've seen a couple of paraplegics just
actors.
They're
I mean, don't they know what acting is?
Yeah, they're not meant for the big screen.
Yeah.
Was that not your point?
No, my point is they're pitching a fit that not a paraplegic is playing this character, but do they know what acting is? It's not like Rocky Balboa was a boxer, you know? The character.
Oh my God.
Sylvester Stallone. It's not like Sylvester Stallone was a boxer.
He was never in war?
No.
Damn.
Maybe.
Damn, Bo.
All right. This episode opens up, and it's a flashback. And I was thinking, oh my God. We're going to have a whole nother... they're going to do a flashback episode every other episode.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I was like... I really respected how we got there halfway through. And it was still super beast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it started off as a flashback. And I was like, oh, man, they're going to do a flashback every other episode. But it quickly got to back where we were. And I really like the flashback. I always love a good flashback. But I'm like, man, this show really does a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah.
So it starts off and they're like... what city are they in again? Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Oh, shout out Super Bowl champs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they're in Kansas City, and they're like, the rebellion people are just douching Fedra, like, when they're taking over them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they were just, like, beating them to death. They would have, like, a horse drag a guy with, like, 100 knives in his back. Did you see that guy?
Yeah,
I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like that.
They're terrible.
Yeah, so they were like, you know...
And Kathleen was heading it.
Yeah.
She's a psychopath.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain in it. That's what they were doing.
Kathleen, I don't think she was ever a hero. But it sounded like her brother might have been a hero.
It sounds like he was the best guy there ever was.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about him like, Michael.
You didn't know what I did.
Yeah. So
it was like Judas. Michael was Judas in this episode.
Michael was her brother. Henry
was Judas, thank you.
Yep. So it's
Michael
showing
was Jesus.
It's showing kind of how the rebellion's taken over Fedra in Kansas City, and Kathleen like has all the what was the name of the people like snitches,
coordinators.
So she's got all them in a room.
Yeah, and it's crazy because both sides hate coordinators.
Oh yeah, they were like
Kathleen was like, kill all coordinators. They're snitches, and then Joel was like, you're a coordinator.
Yeah, he's like, You're part of Fedra? He's like,
I don't want nothing to do with no rats.
Yeah, I don't move with no rat.
Yeah.
And then they ended up being kind of friends for half a second.
For half a second. Oh my gosh. I never expected.
Yeah. So, she was like, Kathleen, she's telling all these coordinators, like, hey, I'm not Fedra. I'm going to have a trial for you guys, innocent until proven guilty, back to the good old days. And just tell me where Henry is. And then one guy tells her, and then she leaves, and the guy's like, are we really going to have trial for those folks? And she's like, oh, no.
Shoot them and burn them.
Burn the bodies.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah, true.
Like, wow, this Kathleen
was ruthless. Now, what I didn't realize with the flashback is that it was the same doctor that she killed. The dentist dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought, so it was like, it's kind of awkward, and it was like 10 days. So, like, 10 days had passed, and they were in, like, the Anne Frank shelter.
Yeah. The
And-
doctor's shelter.
Yeah. And then,
The guy who told the coordinator who like told in that crowd and he named a name, I'm pretty sure was the doctor. And she said, wow, he was much better at this than you guys. I didn't even realize he was like working for them.
oh, wow.
Yeah, I think that was in reference to
Thanks
doctor.
a lot.
That's why I think in the scene with the doctor, she was like pretty upset and like didn't want to kill him because I think they were probably like close or something.
And
He
then
had her
somebody said
tricked.
one more thing, and she said, oh, I want to get that gun real quick.
Yeah, let me go kill the doc.
Yeah, but so anyways, Henry, it's like a couple of days have passed, and they're like starting to match up in timeline with Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
And they're like out of food, and then the kid's like, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, wait one freaking minute.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I'm hungry. But I thought he killed the doctor. I thought like rations were going low, and he was like, oh gosh. I mean,
Oh, okay. You thought he killed him because back to what you were saying about not knowing it was him in the earlier
correct.
episode. Okay.
I thought, and he was like, oh yeah.
We got 11 days. We'd have 17 without someone.
Yeah. How much you eating today? Sorry, there's a screw loose. But anyways.
Oh,
Yeah,
I liked
thought he
it.
killed
How so? Then they're leaving the Anne Frank attic, and I liked how it turned out they had intentionally found Joel. Like they didn't just run up on him in
Oh, yeah.
hiding, or he run up on them. Like
That's true, because I did have a qualm with that. Because I did the math.
you had a qualm before, you have a qualm now.
No qualms now. They
Yep.
fixed my qualms.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
He saw them. He saw Joel and Ellie
Popping
killing
off,
Fedra,
yeah.
and he was like, "I need to join those guys." So he followed them, and that made it make a lot more sense.
Yeah, he had the mind power. Joel had the gun. Mm-hmm. And he knows
Did
how to
you
use it.
Did you think Sam was his Sam? Who?
Biological brother.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Did you think it
Son.
was his son?
Yeah, for sure.
I assumed it was his son.
I mean, like, I don't know how he looks in the game, but, like, the age difference was, like, 20 years.
Yeah, they're far apart, and it turns out to be his brother.
Yeah, I was confused about that one.
They gave a name for those zombies with the heads,
Oh, yeah, they're clickers.
clickers.
Yeah, and they're like, wait, you saw one?
You
And they
killed-
said, we saw two.
You killed a clicker?
And he said, no, we saw two of them. And I
Yeah.
said, oh, then you're the right people for me. And speaking of tight bosses, we got one.
Yeah, like way down the line.
We got the zombie boss, finally.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah, I'm juiced about that one.
Mm-hmm.
See how he goes.
So then they're about to go. They're hanging out in that hotel, and they like team up. And he's like, "I got a plan for getting us all out of the city. You got the gun. You help me. I know about the tunnels." And he's like, "Well, won't they just have people in tunnels?" And he's like,
Not people, like, yep.
"Yeah." Joel's saying, "Won't they have people like patrolling the tunnels?" He's like, "No, because that's where they put all the zombies." And he's like, "Well, why are we going to go down there?"
How'd they push them all underground?
Well, maybe there was like, maybe it was,
Feeding trough?
shit, I don't know. Great idea. A great question.
Maybe it was that freaking school down there. That was the creepiest thing of all
Oh
time.
yeah, I was kind of confused by that. He was like, so they go in the tunnels, and the guy's like, "Oh well, my Fedra friend told me that there's no zombies there anymore. That they killed them all like 3 years ago." And then they go in the tunnels, and Taylor asked me, she's like, "Who do you think's about to die?" Because I'm assuming like
Somebody's dead.
they're about to get creamed in this tunnel for
Yeah.
sure. The tunnel scene was like, no zombies.
And
It
the
was like,
thing is, Ellie is still making noise.
oh, she does not give a
I
shit.
complain about it every single episode, but it never, like, messes them up too much, but it makes me mad.
Yeah, I think Ellie's thing is she's just so selfish and knows that she can get bit and like not give a
You
shit
think
about
that is pretty big
She like
selfish
does
of
not
her.
have any regard for like the zombies. She just is like kicking rocks and making noise. And they're in
True.
these tunnels freaking out about there's still zombies down there.
Oh my gosh, and they got
And
light.
she's like, well, I can just get bit.
Well, also Henry was yelling too. He was like, "I told you, it's because the plan worked."
Oh man, well that's when he got out, and I was like,
Yeah.
well they're dead now.
Yeah.
I mean, so but they're in the tunnels, and then they run into this like big drawing, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And then they open this door, and
I thought it was gonna be like a 40-year-old man, like dressed in like little kids' clothes. Like I had no idea what to
I had no
expect
idea.
from that.
I wrote in my notes before they opened the door. I was like, what the hell's up with all these drawings? Because I had
Creepy.
no idea what was going to come next. And then they open this door, and there's like this underground school.
Wow, I just had like a thought.
What?
Do you think that? I mean,
Kids trying to get into the school, and they just want to let them?
no, the little girl zombie that crawls through the SUV.
Oh
at the
my
end.
God.
Do you think she was a student?
Probably. She probably
Probably.
got out of them tunnels.
Yeah, they were like, well, they probably didn't follow the rules, and then and I think we kind of skipped over this, but Sam's also got leukemia.
Does he still? I think he's cured.
Well,
I
yeah,
assume he's cured.
Well, by the end of the episode, he's definitely cured. But I mean, no, I mean, I think with cancer, most of the time, it's like,
He got this
Scary
medicine that he
comeback.
needed.
yeah, but it's not cancer curing.
Well, it doesn't look like he's still getting medicine.
I think it's like he passed a round of chemo or something, got some good medicine, but it's also like he's still got leukemia,
You can get rid of it.
and then it comes back.
Not every time.
But so most of the time,
Some people get healed from cancer and then never get it again.
okay. But
I think you're more likely to get it like again. You got it in your.
I think
in your-
Sam's still got leukemia.
I don't think he does.
Who knows?
I wrote that Joel is in really bad shape. He like is always.
He was exhausted for that one.
I know, and I'm like, dude.
He said,
you're
"Oh,
in
it
good
was."
shape."
I know exactly the scene. He was like, "We need to get undercover." I'm like, "Bro, didn't you just like walk across
Yeah,
the
it's right before they
street?"
go in the tunnel, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like, we need to get under. Like, you need to get a glass
Like
of
a
water.
inhaler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he's not like a fat or like that old
Nah,
guy.
I mean, 56. He should be able to like.
What's his deal?
I don't know. Joel has not been.
They
He's not been drinking or anything. He's probably like peak human condition.
I know. And they just like always allude to him being in like shitty shape.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's
I
just
mean,
stop.
35 stories of steps.
No.
Really? We lived in the condo, and I got up 9, and I was
but
like,
you're like, yeah, but I mean, I think like to really huff and puff, you have to do like 100 stories.
oh my gosh.
There's like a
I'm
stair
tapping out
climber
at-
at the gym, and you do
Yeah.
like 100 floors. I mean, you're dying.
Is it different?
It counts how many floors.
Yeah,
you
but
do.
there's like rotations to stairs. It's like running on a treadmill doesn't seem as difficult as running in real life.
Oh, I mean, that's probably a little bit true, but these are literal. It's like an escalator that moves. You
Yeah.
know. But, so
And I've been on an escalator. I love them things.
imagine having to walk up it.
Yeah. So like walking
Actually,
up
no.
an escalator.
Yes.
Reverse.
And I'll tell you this: walking up an escalator, even like when they're turned off, not moving,
Pretty tough.
It feels like that,
Like
you're-
gravity's pulling you
Yes,
up.
when an escalator isn't moving and you have to walk up it, it feels like you're wearing like lead boots.
Yeah. It also seems like the biggest like fu ever.
Yeah,
When an
like-
escalator's not working.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with an elevator not working, but walking up a non-moving escalator,
No, that hurts.
rage.
Yeah.
Also, like the airplane ones. I mean, I don't remember the first time I saw these things, but just the standing platform escalator that goes level with the ground at
People
like
walking next to them
Disney and airplanes.
are probably the dumbest people.
Oh, like they're
In the
gonna walk
world.
faster? Yeah,
like,
right.
I will still. What? Oh, I'm too good to walk on this platform. I will still walk as long as there's not fatties moving it, and then I will walk twice the speed of an average human man.
Right. I'm speed walking
I'm
a
like-
4240.
Yes, it's insane.
I mean,
And
it's
people just sit there and they're like, I'm too good for that. And it's like 300 yards away.
yeah, but it's dangerous too. You start picking up speed on that, and then you take one step off. And
Then once as soon
and
as you
then
get
it's
off, you
yo,
feel like
bud,
you're going to eat
you're not
shit.
that guy.
Yeah.
Where were you? How did that even happen? Joel being out of shape.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
so they're
they
in
get
the.
to these underground settlements. I was a little confused by that.
Settlements.
That's what Joel. He's like, I heard about these. These are underground.
okay,
This
yeah.
is an underground
That was just a
settlement.
classroom of it.
This is where people moved. Oh, so like, where was the rest of it? Did they have all kinds of things?
Why was there such a diverse infrastructure of underground tunnels under Kansas City as well?
It said like the owners of the same buildings.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that could be kind
They
of cool.
would, like,
Could you
connect
imagine
them.
like
Oh yeah, I mean, if I owned buildings, I'd be like, and I'm that rich, I'd be like, yep, throw a couple
yeah,
tunnels in there.
connect those
Yeah.
for sure.
You know,
How much would a zip line cost?
Yeah.
Sir, that's extremely dangerous.
Let's skip traffic and just. Walk
That would be the best
underground.
part, like downtown Atlanta, 5 p.m.
Yeah, just like you know what, I'm actually gonna. If
I'm gonna go see the Georgia
Tech.
Tech game. You like
Yeah.
walk right out.
Tunnels are sick.
Tunnels are sick.
Everyone loves tunnels.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're rich enough to just put them in your buildings, you might as well. But all they had was a school. That wasn't like a settlement. Like, why were they living like right underground? How? I just don't really understand how helpful that is.
Especially once they put all the zombies underground.
Yeah, and like, they don't
Did we
have
ever
food or
tell that?
anything.
Did we ever evacuate that underground settlement we had?
Yeah. But they had
goofballs.
an underground settlement, and the kids were having a time.
They're just playing with toys, and then they pull up this comic book. So this is another quote straight out of the video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's endure and survive, and there's like another part of it, but it's a part of the Savage Starlight. And they were just saying there's like all this types of symbolism between the kids are acting like they're superheroes because they're actually super scared, and then they're just enduring and surviving. At
Yeah.
least half of them were.
I was confused, but so is that a real comic?
No, I think it's just like a made up thing that just like
Okay.
gives these kids some sort of like.
They made it up after the zombie apocalypse.
No, it's not like Fedra made it up. I think the game makers made it up to
Ah.
like kind of like give these kids like an out in some way. Like if there was a Spider-Man comic book, there's
Yeah.
also like,
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were reading that. Endure and survive.
yeah, and Sam didn't do either.
Yeah. Well,
Shame.
so then I was wondering why Henry was like so important, and then when they're in that little classroom, you find out, and he talks about how he douched Kathleen's brother for insulin.
Yeah,
Well, at least that's what I wrote down, so it hit closer to home.
Yeah.
But like his
leukemia juice.
yeah, leukemia juice, and he needed some, and he had to give. Fedra had all the medicine, so he had to give away someone pretty good.
Something a real sweet deal.
And Kathleen's brother Michael was evidently super. He was head of the resistance, and everybody loved him, and he was super nice and super great dude. Everyone said so, and he had to turn him in to get the medicine he needed for Sam.
Everyone said so. I mean, this
Everyone.
guy Michael,
Michael, that's a great guy.
yeah, King of Kings.
Yeah.
Oh, also the dude that's like her right hand man. He's a voice actor in the video game as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Wait, as
and
well
he
as
looks
anyone
beast.
else?
No, that's just another like.
Is
Easter
that the
egg I
only
heard.
one? Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good Easter
so
egg.
far.
He looks beast.
I think he's like Bill's brother. So
Oh.
Ron Swanson's brother.
But so he's not voicing the character he's playing?
no,
Wow.
but he is a voice actor,
Does the character he's playing exist in the game?
most likely.
Wow.
Yeah, that is weird. Wait,
Wow.
oh yeah, but also the character that he played in the game probably exists in the show, so vice versa.
Are you sure that he's not just playing the character he
I'm
voiced?
pretty sure he's Bill's brother, voice actor of Bill's brother.
We haven't even. There's not a Bill's brother in the show,
No,
and then they've been following it to a T.
I mean, we're in Kansas City right now. We're supposed to be in Pittsburgh. We're off the rails.
True.
Yeah.
We're off the rails.
There's no rules anymore. Oh, but anyway, so after that, it's like Henry says his spiel, and then it cuts to creepy Kathleen like chilling in her
Childhood bedroom
Yeah.
with her that she shared with her brother Michael.
yuck,
Yeah.
and like I don't
They
know.
had bunk beds, but she just does seem like
She's like standing weird. She's like looming. It's like
I don't like that actress. I don't think.
I don't think I like her either.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but she just gives me the heebie-jeebs.
Who would you have wanted in her place, in her stead?
Someone hot.
Gotta
No, I'm kidding. Who would have been a good bad chick? Any takes from you?
No,
No, maybe she's good.
she was uncastable.
Yeah. What about that girl who was fat and everyone thought was funny for a period of time?
Rebel Wilson.
No, but she would have been hilarious.
Yeah. She would have had a little bit of fun.
And then she got really skinny.
Adele.
No, but she kind of looks like Adele. She's in Bridesmaids.
McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy.
Could have been her.
Yeah, but
I'm sure this girl does a fine job. Character might just be annoying.
now I want to see Melissa McCarthy in a serious role. But yeah, Kathleen, you sucked.
Melissa McCarthy never played a serious
I
role?
don't know, and I really don't need to see it. But
If I was casting this show, you might have.
if she was in this show, I'd be like, oh, cool, Melissa McCarthy, serious.
Yeah, and you would have known her name, so it would have added a little pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
So then they get out of the tunnel. They're like, well, let's stay here for the night or whatever. And then they get out of the tunnels, and I'm like, Henry is popping off too early. He's like,
He never
I
shuts
told
up.
y'all, we made it. This is my idea. We got this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought there was going to be like a stampede of zombies or like soldiers, because he's like, all we got to do is walk 100 feet that way and take a right at that road, and we're home free.
Yeah, it
And I'm
was
like, the
like-
second y'all turn on that road,
It was obvious
screwed.
that they were screwed. I was like, oh, God. And I thought, so Taylor asked me, who do you think is going to die? And I was like, well, it's going to be the kid, because Henry can't die because Joel can't have two kids. That's not how it's going to happen.
True.
And neither Joel or
Joel
Ellie are
might have
dying
killed
yet.
Sam.
Yeah.
No way.
So I'm like, it's got to be the kid if someone's going to die. So as soon as they like go around this corner, there's like, as soon as we go around that corner, we're home free. Some guy starts like shooting at him.
Oh yeah, sniper mode.
Yeah.
And also, so that was also like, I think that was straight out of the game. Or
Really?
at least in my eyes.
Are we
seemed
still
like
like straight on the game besides Pittsburgh?
for the most part, yes. But I think they're doing a good job. But also, just like picture the scene.
playing? I was actually already picturing playing that part. I was like, wow,
Hiding
this
behind the
part,
car,
like
like,
going
going
Joel
stealth.
and going stealth and like having to take this guy
Sneaking
out.
up, shooting.
Yeah,
him. But please don't do it, man.
yeah. So I was like,
And
that
you
would
could
be
already
pretty
tell
fun.
the old dude was about to do it. Because
Yeah.
he was just like, ugh.
So Joel sneaks around, this old guy sniping him, and Joel's like, "Come on, man!" He sneaks up on him, and he's like about to shoot him, and he's like, "Don't do
Partner.
it!" And then he does it. So he caps him, and then you hear on the radio.
I would have been, if I was in this old dude situation, I would have been like, I would have maybe even like acted like I was shooting my rifle, but then I would have been like this. And then Joel would have went through that doorway, and I would have said, like he was shooting at Joel pretty much the whole way across.
Yeah. Why'd he give up? I was like, how'd you let him sneak up on you?
Yeah.
Like, how much?
Where'd you think he was going?
Yes, like I was wondering that too. I'm like, Joel's gonna go up the steps with a pistol. This guy's got a sniper rifle. How easy would it be to just, cream his crop?
You're done.
Yeah, I don't know how he got creamed. Also, in the reverse role, if I'm Joel and I kill that guy, and then Kathleen comes on the microphone.
I would have shot her directly in the heart.
Oh, no.
That's what I was thinking.
So Kathleen comes on the radio and she's like, "Old man, are you there? Are you there, old man? Hold him
Yeah,
off.
I got him."
You got to try your old best, old man. What is there to lose? Yeah, Breaker wasn't out there. They actually went.
I actually just snapped them all. You go on, head home. I'll bring the bodies.
Or we like, they turned around, they're heading your way, turn back around.
They're going down 4th Street.
Exactly. And then at least make her have to figure it out. Give him a chance.
Jebediah, what are you talking about right now?
So they show up, the people who are finding them, and that person's like, "There's cars all in the way," and she goes, "That's why we put you in front." And then that car starts
Mowing them down.
mowing them down. I was like, "Well,
Duh.
like you got the coolest car. Like,
Ma'am?
I'd want to do that just for fun."
Yeah.
And so
He's got like a snowplow on the front.
yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, it is sick, and he's wasting an opportunity.
Just glad Jeremy Renner wasn't driving it.
Oh, too soon.
Prayers for Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Did he lose a leg?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
And he's still got his spirits too. I've seen some of his posts, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're all good. So then they're mowing him down, and Joel's shooting at him because now he's got a sniper rifle, and he snipes the person in the snowplow's face off.
Yeah. Good move.
Finally gets them. Now everyone's trapped behind this car, and all the
I don't know how that thing exploded so much.
Yeah, I guess it didn't really show. Like normally when something explodes like that, you there's a scene where it gets shot
It's
in
like
the
a
gas
leaky
tank,
spark.
and you watch it drip gas all the way to where it's going. We didn't get that, so
No, it was just like
we can only assume that something like that happened. Then they're hiding behind a car from like all the people that are looking
Also,
for them.
Ellie's not even really hiding. At the start, she's like,
I'm
she's
like, how do y'all not know where they are? Y'all, they're right there in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like dead center too.
yeah.
And then, thank goodness for Ellie's sake, like the zombie rumble starts popping off. Like once the car explodes, Ellie's like just in the middle, and Henry saves her.
Yeah, Henry, like, he's like, I'll come out from back here, but...
That's
Don't-
when I think Joel should have shot Kathleen.
Yeah, why wasn't he shooting Kathleen?
He was like, they were like, she was
Not when
like,
Henry
"Oh, I'm
came
the
out.
head
He should have
honcho."
shot her. Oh, I guess because people had their guns on them.
I would have shot her, and then I would have been like, okay, well,
What are you going to do
what do
now?
y'all want to do now?
Yeah.
But
so,
regardless, that's not how Kathleen needed to die. She needed to die worse because she
Yes.
was terrible.
So Henry comes out from hiding, and he's like, y'all two run when this happens. And she's like, hey, this is time for you to die. And she goes to get ready to shoot him, and then the snowplow blows up, and a billion zombies come out.
Just the rumble.
Yes. Well, where were those zombies? Like, where were
In
they
the
at?
tunnel.
In the tunnel?
And I mean, what I would say is
So
like
they were
three-
still in the tunnels. They just weren't in the ones that they were in? Oh,
Correct.
they looked out. They picked the right tunnel.
Yeah, for sure. And also like 3 miles away from town. We're still tunneling Kansas City.
Is that
What
how far they were?
I don't know. I mean, it looked like it was like a farmland. So like maybe on the
I
other
thought that
side of
was
the
a city.
bridge. I thought they were like in a farmy looking area when they started fighting.
There was a dickload of cars on the street, and then
That's
that
true.
guy was sniping them from, like, the bell tower.
I mean, it looked like somebody's residence. Looked like a LaGrange maybe, or like
Yeah, I mean, it could have been, like, a
downtown
small
Sonoya
town.
or a
Okay, it could have
Union.
been out of, like, the big city.
It was definitely out of the big city.
So, this house blows up, and then all of a sudden, there's this rumbling, and, like, a bunch of zombies pop out.
Hunted.
Now, is this supposed to be the same, like, zombies coming out of tunnels thing that, like, Kathleen and her buddy were looking at earlier, or is that something different? You know?
Oh yeah, with the breathing foundation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if those zombies hear news that there's a way out, then it'll be part of it. I think it's interconnected.
Yeah, I think it's like there's zombies in tunnels still.
Yeah, I think zombies were like damn near close to like getting our people down in the classroom.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we just got lucky,
Yeah.
even though they wanted to hang out and live down there.
But man, this part was sick. So Henry's about to die, and then all these zombies come crawling out after this explosion, and so everyone's, now their attention's on the zombies, and there are zombies of every shape, creed, color, size coming out of this thing. I mean, there is an absolute rhinoceros zombie.
That's the orc.
yeah,
he
now
was
I
a
have
beast.
question about the rhino zombie.
Huh.
Do you think that he was just a giant human in real life, or he
No
could
way.
have just been a regular sized Joker and he just kept on getting more mushrooms on him?
I figured this dude was like
And now he's
a
strong
master
as an
of
ox.
psychedelics. He was taking a ton of mushrooms and then just like
So what? The mushrooms just all teamed up together.
yeah, it
inside?
was like once the mushrooms got in there, the
They
guy
already
in
felt right at home.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Welcome," and then they just like thrived together
Yes, I mean,
into a monster.
This guy looks like if Kane
It
from
looks
the
like-
WWE became a zombie.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Even like it's like if Kane and the Undertaker morphed together into one person and
It's
then
like
became a zombie.
If Kane and the Undertaker were brothers and their brother was a zombie.
It's like Lunk from the Goonies if he was a zombie.
It was like if The Rock played a rhinoceros in a movie and then he was a zombie.
Exactly. It was like Dave Bautista, but if he was like sitting on like John Cena's shoulders.
Yeah.
And then he was a zombie.
It was like J.J. Watt, but if he was a zombie. I mean, this thing is just huge.
Yeah. I think that's enough examples, but
But he's awesome.
it was like Dwayne The Rock Johnson sitting on Kevin Hart's shoulders, and then he was a zombie. This guy was big.
Yeah, he was huge.
But anyways, so yeah. They I
But-
mean, they don't fight him.
Is this guy even the coolest zombie of the whole episode?
Of course not.
Oh my god.
Oh, the whole episode?
I mean, which zombie was he the scariest zombie of the whole episode?
Oh, well, I knew he was a zombie.
No, I just mean in that zombie attack, they are coming of all shapes and sizes. Do you think he was the scariest one, or the little girl in the car?
Oh, she was horrifying.
My God, she was something straight out of a scary movie.
Joel was spooked too because he couldn't do anything about it. Not like he wasn't trying to shoot her, but it was like she's so small.
Yeah, she's in the car, she's doing flips, and she does not care. I mean, she's like 4 years old, and you're like, ooh, that's tough, but she is freaky.
There is a point to be made where the larger you get at some point almost is a hindrance.
Because you're like, at least I know that guy's a zombie, and I can probably outrun him. Not that Rhino zombie,
yeah,
though,
he was
but
like- he
that would
was
be your first
decked
thought,
out.
at least.
Yeah.
When you see that girl backflipping over the car seat,
It's like an
you're
untouchable gremlin. Oh my God. I know. There was nothing I could have
she
done.
looked. She was like if Chucky was a zombie.
Yeah, almost like more manic than the rest. And you know she's like squirrely, so it's like you would like maybe like grab her by the head and then she would like turn around,
back
bite you in the wrist. And
There was
you're
no
already
fighting
done.
her. Yeah, she was terrifying. Also, in this scene, Joel, I mean, it was like he was in Black Ops in a past life. I mean, he did not miss a shot.
That's true, and I'm glad he was up there. But at first, I was like, "Get your ass down there, Joel!"
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he was directing. He
Yes.
was like herding sheep down there.
And he was also like just following Ellie wherever she went, and he was just a genius. He never missed, killed these guys one shot, and I'm like,
And it's also like-
you were a general contractor, dude.
True, but I mean, he's had like
Lots,
How
20
many
years,
years?
I guess. Yeah, whatever it's been.
oh, I'd be a sharpshooter at that point.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But
but
they also don't have like much ammunition or anything.
it was like they were on this. Well, he's got an old dude's
Now.
rifle, yeah. But it was like him and Ellie were on the same wavelength.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Ellie would like look at the car and he'd be like, "Oh, she's gonna creep through that window and chill in the car. That's a good idea." Pa pa pa. And then he was like, "Oh, Ellie just made eye contact. She saw Henry and them down below under the car. I gotta protect them." Pa pa pa. Joel just knew. They
Yeah.
were so simpatico.
This show is like, in movies, if in like some shows, you'll be like, if you didn't actually all of them, if you don't physically see that person die, then they're not dead.
Oh, yeah,
you
you
know,
think?
this show is if someone's grabbed in the ankle,
Toast.
they are bitten.
So
Like,
far?
if you didn't see it, they likely got bitten.
What happened to? Was her name Liz? I almost forget. Trish.
Tess.
What happened to her? She had an ankle.
They got in a fight with the two clickers.
Yeah.
And this Rhino guy looked like he was just a giant clicker too.
You think?
Do you think he was
I
a
don't
clicker?
know.
What's a clicker?
They click.
His face looked like it was inside out, and he looked like a rhino.
I don't think you gotta let go of the whole inside out face thing. I don't think
That's his. I
think they're mushrooms.
their brains are on the outside of their face. Tell you what, though, you were right about that boss. He was definitely a boss level.
And that's not even the biggest boss.
Oh, you think
I think there might be like a.
How big do you think you can get?
I think my next
Like
picture. Not always just big. My next one is some sort of poisonous pores that pour out of the,
Shoot, like
Yeah.
shoot them,
like
Oh.
a poisonous zombie. Like don't get near him. That's a stinker.
Yeah.
And then they just keep on going. I don't know.
So all these zombies are popping off. All the rebellion people are like fighting them. Sam and Henry are under a car. Two zombies.
zombies.
They're kicking zombies. Ellie goes over to them, save them. They run out of there. They're about to get killed again by Kathleen.
Who can't let it go?
And then the little girl, Chucky zombie, attacks Kathleen. Now is she zombified?
Yeah, she might be zombified.
I mean, like I just said a minute ago, if you don't see someone like die, they're not dead.
I think she's just zombie, and I don't think we'll ever see her again.
I don't think so either because she's just like
This isn't like Game of Thrones where like, you know who we never saw as a walker? Who we should have? Hodor. That would have been a great
yeah. Hodor
bring
should have
back.
been a walker.
Like him just walking somewhere, and you're like, oh no, Hodor, that's
no, that's Hodor.
yeah.
Hodor.
But I don't think we're gonna get any of those moments with like Tess or like
No, I think she's gone. I mean, we've left Kansas City.
Kathleen.
We're
True.
headed to Montana.
True, it wouldn't
The
make
difference, this show is like Game of Thrones, where it doesn't care about killing people, but it's different because it gives people
It's
one episode.
point A to point B.
Yes,
if
like
you go in from destination to
Tess,
destination.
while you're with us, you can be here. Now you're dead. Next
You're
one,
done.
Kathleen's the main character. You're gonna die. Now
True.
we got Henry and Sam. Uh-oh.
I had high hopes
happen
for
next?
them.
Yes,
Now this is where
I
this
was
is
about
where
to
the
write in my
realization-
note like, oh, Zach could be a little bit right because I like these two guys. These would be great new characters for like next season.
Oh, and then
you
Joel
know?
dies.
You know, like Joel could die now, and Sam could take over.
Oof.
I mean Henry. So they get.
I wouldn't have liked that. There's not someone that can replace Joel yet, but hopefully that person comes.
So they get out of there and they leave Kansas City, and they're like staying in this house, and Joel and Henry are watching their two kids just get along, and they're like,
Look at 'em.
Hey, and Joel's like, hey, you know, I don't know if you want to go to Montana, but that's where we're going, and you guys are welcome to come with. And he's
Yeah,
like,
Henry's like,
it'd be good for Sam to have a friend.
yeah, it's like when you hear like really, really good news, but you don't want to like sound too excited for it.
Yeah, he was thrilled.
Like, hey, I'm free Saturday if you want to go on that day, and you're like, yeah.
Let
me check.
Yeah, I think that would be that could be
Because
cool.
I mean, there's no like once you, just like with Frank and Bill,
Yeah.
Henry and Sam need
They
need
need
a Joel.
people.
They
Yeah.
need a Joel.
He definitely needs a protector. He
Yeah.
hasn't ever killed anyone.
So he says, but then he was like, I did actually kill somebody.
Well, he didn't actually kill him. He just gave him up. He's
Oh,
the reason
yeah.
he died.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So
Judas.
then it goes to Ellie and Sam,
Sam's like,
and
hey.
they're writing on this pad that I can't read for the life of me. It was
Oh
pissing
well,
me
sometimes
off.
Ellie kept writing smaller and smaller.
And it was like super light gray, and I'd be like, "What did that say?"
Oh well, that's why you have subtitles. I was just reading the subtitles. I wasn't even
Did
trying
the subtitles
to
say what it said?
Yeah,
Oh, I might have missed that.
goofy. No, but it
I
was
was
pretty
looking
much
at
like.
that thing too hard. Like, what does that say?
I think he was pretty much like, does this look bad?
Oh, No, he asked. She asked if he was ever scared of anything. She's like, "Yeah, I'm scared
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
scared
time."
all
He's
the
like,
time, bro.
You never seem like it. And she's like, "Are you scared of anything?" He's like, "I'm scared of turning into a monster on the inside." And he's writing all this down, and then he shows her his ankh, and he's bitten the ankh.
Yeah, and
And then she's like, "My blood is medicine. Check out my arm." I'm like, "This is not how this is supposed to. This is
no.
not gonna work."
yeah,
and-
wouldn't we have saved so many people by now?
She rubbed her blood on his cut, and then he's like, "Stay up with me." And she's like, "I promise." And she's
I don't
like,
know. He had some infection when he woke up.
Yeah.
What if he like didn't even become a zombie? He just died because of like cross
Staph
contamination.
infection. So she wakes up. And...
Thank goodness he was deaf.
Oh, is that why she
I
was
don't
okay?
know.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I was like,
he
why
was
hasn't
like,
he attacked yet? Yeah, and then she goes and sees her.
and he's like,
Oh, I think you're right.
oh snap.
And then he
Also, I mean, being a mushroom zombie with no ears, it's pretty much you're done.
Oh, how so?
I don't think they got good eyes once it like starts going. So he probably
Oh
has
yeah, the
eyes
clickers
then.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Well, then he attacks her, and then he tackles her through the room where Henry and Joel are.
Yeah,
And
weird
then-
scene.
And Henry's like freaking out, and
Yeah.
he's like shooting at Joel because he doesn't want Joel to kill Sam.
Well, he's pointing the gun at Joel, and like he's pointing it straight ahead at Joel, and then he like just in an instant, never shot a gun before in his life, goes from straight arm, whips it around, boom. He should have shot Ellie's like head off, bro. Like he just went boom, boom, headshot.
Oh yeah, so you're just like surprised he had such a good shot.
I'm pretty sure like the whole thing with pistols is like people are like, oh, you think you're gonna hit something? You never hit anything.
Well, I think it's all about point and shoot, and it was all in quick action, so he didn't really screw up.
Ah,
It was point and shot.
yeah,
Creamed.
and he did it.
And then he kills Sam, and it's
Yeah.
extremely sad.
Oh
And
my gosh.
He did it out of like
Instinct.
instinct because he was attacking Ellie, so he's like trying to save her, and then he like freaks out. He's like, "What did I just do?" And then you're like, "Oh God, here it comes!" And then he blows his brain out.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then
Didn't see that coming
My
at all.
jaw dropped.
Yes, I was like, I mean, I saw him killing himself after he killed Sam, but I didn't see like that whole scene. I was like, "Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
nuts."
Yeah,
It was a huge bummer too because I thought these guys were good characters.
and just a little. I saw this in the preview to the next episode. We're gonna see his brother,
Which
Joel's
ones?
brother.
Oh, next episode?
Yeah, they link up,
Does he
so
see-
they're moving fast.
Oh, goodbye, Joel's brother.
Yeah.
I think you got
I
about
also-
one episode left in you.
I assume.
Like
have
every
assumption.
other main character has died. The guy who gave him the drugs, dead. Tess, dead. Kathleen appears to be dead. Sam Henry, dead.
Dead.
There's not been another like character that you could even name that's not like dead. Besides his brother, his daughter, dead.
Dead. Damn.
They kill everyone.
I don't know. I'm assuming that this next episode's going to be a slow burner.
Oh.
Which I'm okay with, but just 4 and 5 were bangers.
I thought 4 was kind of slow, wasn't it? What happened last episode?
4 was
when
they
crashed
popped
the
off.
truck
They
and-
shot Brian.
I don't know. The show's pretty.
Brian dead.
Why? Okay, so I never got huge into Walking Dead. Why
Dead.
do you think this is so like much better? I think maybe acting is what I came up with. Like it just seems like more like what would happen in like a situation kind of like this.
Well, I think when you get later into the Walking Dead, it's sort of like this, like people versus people more so than people versus zombie, and they like split up and they group up and
So
hate
The
each
Walking
other.
Dead could be Dom.
I don't think so.
So you're
Maybe it's the type of zombie. Maybe it's just
Oh yeah,
acting.
these zombies are pretty cool. They're unique.
These zombies are unique. With the Walking Dead zombies, you get what you get.
What do you think The Walking Dead has on IMDb? I mean, it was around for a long
7.2.
time. It had spinoffs.
I think it had it was OG like a 9.0, and then they were just like, okay,
It still got an 8.1.
okay.
I think it was still really liked.
Yeah, I mean, somebody likes it. They don't get the hell out of Sonoya, and we live over there, so leave. It's not
There's
that cool.
this one scene where Kathleen's like to Henry, and she's like, "I know why you did it, but so don't like bother."
I know why you did it.
And she's like, did you think that maybe it was his time to die?" And I was like, "Well, maybe it was Michael's time to die."
Yeah.
you know, same.
Yeah, I would have been
goes
like,
both ways, ladies.
I mean, obviously, tricky situation. But if like the roles were reversed, or like I was just in that situation after the deed was done, you're dead.
Oh, okay. You're saying you're not gonna stick up for me,
No, it already happened. I had no way of helping you.
but now you're.
But
not-
now you're dead.
Yeah. So now you're not gonna stick up for me.
I'm
like
not gonna kill that
Kathleen?
kid.
Oh, don't kill the kid. What about Henry?
I don't know. There
Blast
might
his
be
freaking head
might be a
off.
savage
Yeah,
in me.
blast-
Yeah, I'd probably kill.
Don't
I'd probably
kill
have
his
to kill
kid,
him.
but blast Henry's freaking head off.
Yeah,
He deserved it. I mean, I liked him and everything, but you know.
screw him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything I had.
Okay.
My last note was, that's just sad as the damn Dickens.
I know. What a great episode. Great sad.
We were talking about, in a recent pod, we were talking about side characters who died, and we did that draft.
Right.
This is a pretty
This
good
would have
one.
been a better one.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
And then someone commented G-Baby from Hardball. I was like, that was a huge miss.
That was a huge
I was
miss.
like-
I didn't see that in any of my stuff.
Yeah, that was a huge miss. I was like, oh my God, that was one of the saddest deaths I've ever seen.
For sure. And it was
Nothing
way
like
out
worse
of the
than like a
blue.
little kid.
Oh my god.
Yes, that was terribly out of the blue. Just like Sam.
All right.
Did you watch Super Bowl yesterday?
I watched like half of it.
They dropped Guardians 3 trailer.
Was it cool? I
Couldn't,
think I
he-
saw it.
couldn't hear diddly.
Oh yeah.
But it looked like it could be okay. Also, there's new Indiana Jones coming out.
Oh
Think
yeah.
that
I
could
mean,
be a beast?
I'm good on that one. I'll watch it, of course, but I don't care.
You don't like Indiana Jones?
I don't. I mean, like, what?
Archaeologist, professor,
Indiana Jones and like
treasure hunter.
the escape from the
temple-
nursing home. Like that dude is 95 years old, bro.
Yeah, but he's also survived like 6 plane crashes. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
What else they got coming out? I saw something else. Dang. What do you got here?
Hold up.
They were the loudest and
Did you
fastest
see what
guys
happened
around.
on the way?
I know, you tell that story.
Yesterday,
Welcome
I went to my friend's house to watch the
and
Super
today
Bowl.
We're counting down our
and
picks
they
for
live
the
in
top 10
Roswell,
most
and I live an hour
influential
away.
Heavy metal bands
And
of all
so
time.
me and Taylor and Lou left after quarter 1
Number 10,
to
Venom. Though
we tried to
initially
beat
criticized
Rihanna
for
home.
being less skilled than other
Chris Brown
acts,
style.
Venom made
And,
up for it by composing some of the fastest.
we left after the first quarter, and I got 10 minutes from the house, and I was going to make it in perfect time, and it was 8:15, and there was this car accident that blocked off all 5 lanes,
Welcome to Watch
and
Mojo.
they never opened up the
Slam and
lanes
Glitter Rock.
until 5 hours later. I watched the whole Super Bowl on my phone, and then I watched 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, and I still hadn't moved.
Sorry.
And then I got home like 1 a.m.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. I was in standstill traffic for 5 hours in the far left lane. Couldn't move.
Oh, shoot.
What are you doing here?
All right. Just don't put them on yet, but I'm going to explain the game to you, and then we're going to play.
So don't do it yet.
All right. The game is called... What?
I think I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna play music and see if I can lip read?
Yeah.
Wait, this is heavy metal music. How loud is it gonna be?
Pretty loud.
Well, give me a test. Did you
Okay.
already listen to it?
Yeah, it hurt. You hear what I'm saying?
I can hear a word you're saying.
I'm wondering how the... I'm wondering how the audio is. I'm wondering if it's playing the music or not.
Well, that would be hilarious. They wouldn't be able to hear shit either.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to turn off.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to do that. Okay.
All right.
So you're going to hear the music. You still hear it? All right, cool.
Are you gonna?
So here's
you
the
have...
thing. It's only movie titles,
Oh, okay.
and we'll switch off.
Okay, that'll
Okay.
be good. I can play this all night.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Count of Monte Cristo.
That's a long title. Oh my god.
Really? You can't
It's
hear it
really
at
long. Avatar and the Last Airbender.
all? Count of Monte Cristo.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Nice. Okay. Metallica. All right, you ready? The Love Guru.
I heard that one.
You
The
heard
Love
it?
Guru.
Damn it. All right, so I gotta speak quieter and enunciate more. Puss in Boots.
Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief.
No. Puss in Boots.
Midnight Blues.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Nice. Okay. Here, my turn.
Shit. Put it in the mic.
All right, get ready with them.
Okay.
You don't even have a list. What are you looking at your phone for?
I gotta think of a movie.
Okay.
Okay, I can think of a movie with that one.
This is tough.
Can you see what's coming out of my mouth? You ready? Inception.
Inception.
Nice. Okay, that was a one-worder. Let's get into the douche. Lord of the Rings and the Return of the King.
Lord of the Rings.
Which one? And the Return of the King.
It was like Ant turn King.
It was Lord of the Rings. All right, let me think. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
I'm hearing it.
Turn it up then.
I can't anymore. My ears are bleeding. Here, try and do like quieter on your whisper, but like Harry Potter.
Okay. I will not even hardly say it. I'll just
Gotcha.
whisper it into the mic. Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Okay, my ears are bleeding. Do you want to go again?
Yeah. I don't know how you do that so good. I feel like I was saying it whenever it would hit a jump jump and then it would stop and then it'd be like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings and the King.
And you'll be saved.
Okay, are you hearing shit? Oh, there you go.
I am.
Let me
I
think
was
of a movie.
paused.
Yeah, let me think of a movie before I...
Or you blast my
Okay.
eardrums off.
Step Brothers.
I'll then go again.
Step Brothers.
Saving Private Ryan.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Nice. Inside Out. Inside Out.
Ace Ventura.
Inside Out.
You also don't talk.
I don't move my mouth.
Yeah. I feel like I enunciate. Maybe I need to talk to you like I'm not. Yeah, I'm like Italian Job.
All right, you ready? Italian Job.
Italian Job. All right. I'm gonna make a cover for you this time.
All right.
Hold on, don't play it yet.
Let's pick a new song. Say something.
Something. Good. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
George Foreman.
Yeah. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers. Yeah. See, whenever I
Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah. There you go. Something like that.
That was tough.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Try it again.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones.
Lactose.
And the Temple of Doom.
Saving Private Ryan.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Wow, this is super tough.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Something is left in my room. In my room.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
What did you say?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh my god.
Left in my room. That was a good one.
All right. I like that game. I think we're done though. My ears hurt.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right. Do you wanna wrap it there? Or do you wanna do one of our staple games?
One of our classics.
Yeah. Word game.
Oh yeah, definitely a word game.
Okay. We
We're
gotta
getting-
practice.
Yeah, we've done pretty good.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a word?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Theater.
Ears.
What'd you say?
Ear. Oh, like, did you just say ears? Theater and ears?
Yeah.
Okay. Theater ears. I got one.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Subtitles.
Viewers. Ah, that was way better. And those subtitles are not for your ears.
All right. I got another one.
Subtitles. Viewers. Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Old
Deaf.
people.
Ah. Okay. I got one. Deaf old people.
I don't know. Am I supposed to know a deaf old person? We can't do names, right?
Yeah, but I would have done an exception for this game.
Well, yeah. That was my answer. That guy can't hear.
He really can't. He does. I know a lot of times. You know when you can't hear and you just laugh. He does that to me all the time, and I can feel it.
Yeah. I might call him out on that. You didn't hear me, did you? All right. That was a throw of a round. We'll try one more. You got a word?
Deaf for deaf old people.
No, we're done with that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3. Hammer.
Doritos.
Dorito hammer.
Okay.
I got one.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Square.
Crunched.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about beating up some Doritos.
I was thinking hammer's a tool, a square's a tool. Kind of looks like a Dorito.
Oh, a square, the tool. I wasn't even.
I was
thinking
gonna
of
say
that.
yeah, but whatever.
Okay, I got one. Wait.
You said square.
And crunched.
I don't got one.
Yeah, I didn't think of. I was just thought of a new word, basically.
Square crunched. Oh, I got one. You're not gonna get it, but if you really think about it, it's a good answer. Square and crunched. You ready?
Sure.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Calculator.
Jacked calculator.
Oh, I got one.
All right.
It's the most jacked calculator ever.
I was about to do that anyway. 1, 2, 3.
TI-87.
Oh,
the generation. It's all about the 87,
it
bro.
was always you had to have a TI-84.
It might be. I'm wrong. It might be wrong.
You always had to have a TI-84.
That's what the games were on. It was 87. Damn it.
I don't know if the 87 even existed.
Ugh.
Oh, we might have
All
lost
right,
this.
yeah, that's a
today.
wrap. We're going to look up TI 87.
Let me give you a round of Connect 4.
Connect 4. Oh. Yeah, I was definitely wrong. It's the TI 84.
It was always the TI-84.
It was always.
I had a TI Inspire.
Yeah, that's something you shouldn't be very proud of.
Nerd calculator. All right.
Oh, is that like the AP calculator?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was the real jacked calculator.
That's impressive.
All right.
Thanks for not saying that one.
Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
La La Land.
Oh, it's Gosling.
Yeah, that was too easy. Okay, I got another one. Oh,
It's the Gossel.
I gotta think of 3 others, but I got a good one to give this guy going. Okay. Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay. It's that psychopath who's in The Flash.
Friends.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of, we gotta talk about the Flash before we disconnect.
I'm pissed.
Okay. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Friends. Ooh. Have you ever seen The Fundamentals of Caring?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Is that Paul Rudd?
Yeah, I shouldn't have given you Paul. I shouldn't have given you that. If you've seen it, it's obviously Paul Rudd.
I was just asking if that's the movie with Paul Rudd, but the answer was Paul Rudd.
The answer is Paul Rudd.
Oh,
He's
wow.
in Friends.
I know he was in Wallflower.
He's like an English teacher. Oh, so I was trying to think of the other trailer that played, and it was The Flash.
Yeah.
How is this guy still in the movie?
I don't know. It's like we got blinders for any liberal bullshit that happens.
This
and
guy
then
like beat someone up.
he
I thought he
does
was on the run for
everything.
the cops.
I thought he kidnapped some kids.
I'm very confused by why this guy is getting the movie.
And I had I know, put that dude who is the Netflix original Flash. He's
yes.
good. Put him in it.
And
I
then
don't
did
want to
you
see this kid
see-
anymore.
Did you see the trailer?
I didn't even like him. No, I saw it a little bit.
Do you know who plays Batman?
Yeah, freaking
Michael
people I don't
Keaton.
want to see. I don't want to see Ben Affleck, and I don't want to see Michael Keaton.
Oh, I was kind of juiced about Michael Keaton.
I mean,
He's
I
like
know
60
people
years
are.
old, and he played it when we were a kid.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
cool. But you know what I would like?
Michael Keaton.
For DC to pick a lane. I'm sick and tired of
They pick lanes, and they're bad.
I know. Oh, it took 25 years for Marvel to do this, and DC's trying to do it in 5.
I don't know
you
why
can't
they-
have a multiverse.
Why'd
yet.
they douche Superman?
I don't know.
Oh, true. Good point. Like doing multiverse, and it's like, guys, you don't even have
You're not
characters.
even. You don't even know who's
There's
gonna
like
be
6
around.
Batmans and
they're all
3
quitting.
Jokers lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
I was so confused. I was like, okay, so this Flash movie's not going to happen. And then,
I wish they would have just recast it, but I really would love a Flash movie.
are people dying for a Flash movie?
I would love a Flash movie. I love the Flash.
A guy that can just run fast?
I like the Flash.
All right.
Relax.
All right. I'll give the
He's
Flash
not
a
like-
chance.
I know. Like if I had a superpower to pick, it would be super speed.
Oh, I mean, teleporting's the obvious answer.
Stupid. I would get there at the same time. I would just get there.
How would you get to space?
How would you live in space?
First thing I do is teleport to NASA, steal a space suit. Next thing I do,
First thing I do is run a NASA, steal a spacesuit, then I run on a rocket.
okay, well, you can't teleport to Mars. I'm on
You
Mars
can't either.
right now.
Maybe there's limitations to you.
There's
There's also not a spacesuit. There's also not a spacesuit that could survive on Mars. We don't have that. Matt Damon had.
I would choose invisibility over super speed.
Why? Because you are an antisocial loser. What's the what's the reason to do invisibility? Sneak into the girls' locker room. That's the only thing I could like. I don't know what you're doing with. You could rob people.
Yeah, Rob loved Rob.
Yeah, rob. I mean, if I was invisible, I'd have to rob.
You could sneak on to.
Oh, like Area 51. I could run there.
True, but they're gonna feel like a gust of wind and be like, something's going on. Lock it down.
They're gonna be like, oh, It's once they said something's going on, lock it down. I am already there.
You were going too fast to see anything.
Everything goes in slow motion for these guys.
Okay, let's say you can't run on water. You're not,
Why?
because that's like, nah, it doesn't exist.
None of this exists. The Flash can run on water. I'm saying I have the Flash's powers.
Since when has anything ever gone fast enough to run on water? That doesn't even
There's like a
make
gecko that can do it.
for like 2 seconds. He ain't running across the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, he has never gone as fast as the Flash.
Well, he's also way lighter than the Flash.
The Flash runs around the world like bam. He time travels with his speed, bro.
Speed's your
He can
number one.
phase through walls just by going so fast.
What about stretching?
Screw that.
You could slingshot yourself across the world. Seems
Mr.
like you could.
Fantastic is lame.
What about Luffy?
He's incredible, but that's also anime. You can't do what Luffy does.
Was he your favorite in that show as far as superpowers go?
Would I want Luffy's devil fruit over everyone else's?
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's the main character.
Well, I mean, sometimes other characters have better. I mean, the Flash isn't the main character, and you think he's the coolest.
I'd say he was the coolest.
I can't believe you love Flash. You love Ezra. What's Miller?
I hate that guy. I wish he would
I bet
just.
you wish you were smooching him.
No, I hadn't thought about that. But all right, that's
That's a wrap.
that's episode 12. People, we'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, we got
And if we don't,
something.
true. What
Maybe a little puss and a little boot.
have we not done a review?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my gosh, I'll watch it again.
All
That's
right.
how. All right.
All right.
Deuces.